She chose her ex over me but told her kids I abandoned them. I told them the truth, and now she's furious. Hello Reddit I+ here. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened, but I feel like I need to get this out there. Maybe by sharing my story, I'll make some sense of it, or at least get some perspective from people who've been through something similar. If you're reading this and you've had a partner choose their ex over you, or had kids turn against you because of lies, I'd really appreciate any insight. It all started when I met Laura. She was a single mom with 2 kids, Josh, 10, and Lily, 7. We hit it off immediately. She was beautiful, smart, and kind, and I loved how well she took care of her kids. I didn't mind the fact that she had children. In fact, it only made her more attractive in my eyes. There was something about a woman who could juggle motherhood with grace that made her stand out. We dated for about a year before we decided to move in together. Things were great, or so I thought. But then her ex, Matt, started popping up more and more. At first, I didn't think much of it. He was their dad after all, and I never wanted to step on anyone's toes. I figured, hey, they have a co-parenting relationship. But the more I observed, the more I started to feel like I was being replaced. Like Matt was slowly creeping back into Laura's life in ways I hadn't noticed. There were the late-night phone calls that I was never a part of, the weekend trips with the kids where she'd always tell me, it's for Josh and Lily to see their dad, and the time I caught them laughing together on the couch when I came home early from work. It wasn't overt, but it was there. This unspoken connection that they seemed to share. I confronted Laura about it, and at first she denied it. She swore up and down that it was nothing more than a friendly co-parenting relationship. She told me I was being paranoid and that I shouldn't let my insecurities get the best of me. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But deep down, I could feel the tension between us growing, like we were drifting farther apart. Then came the day everything fell apart. Matt had called Laura one evening, and when I walked in, I could hear the conversation. It wasn't about the kids. It was about something else entirely. Laura was talking about old times, and Matt was saying how much he missed her. I don't know what happened in that moment, but something in me just snapped. I couldn't stay in that relationship anymore. I wasn't about to play second fiddle to a man who clearly had never fully let go of her. I packed my things and left. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought that walking away from Laura and her kids was the healthiest decision for me. But I had no idea what would come next. A few days after I left, Laura posted something on social media, and it tore me apart. She told everyone that I abandoned her and the kids. She painted this picture of me as a man who couldn't handle the responsibility of being a stepdad and just walked out on her family. And the worst part, she told Josh and Lily that I left because I didn't want them in my life anymore. She made them believe that I didn't care about them. When I found out, I was devastated. I thought she would at least tell the kids the truth, what really happened. But no, she chose to lie. To save face, I guess. To make herself the victim. So, I did the only thing I could think of. I told Josh and Lily the truth. I sat down with them one evening. It was difficult, but I told them that I never wanted to leave their lives. But their mom and I had grown apart. I explained that I never abandoned them. I still cared about them. I just couldn't stay in a relationship where I wasn't valued the way I deserved to be. They were old enough to understand. Or so I thought. Josh was quiet, processing everything. But Lily, she looked at me with tears in her eyes and asked why Mommy had lied. I didn't know how to answer that. I just told her that sometimes adults make mistakes, and sometimes they don't always tell the truth. It didn't take long for Laura to find out that I'd spoken to the kids. When she confronted me, she was furious. She accused me of trying to turn them against her. She told me that I had no right to share my side of things with them, that I should have just let her handle it. She said I was manipulating them, making them choose sides, but it wasn't like that. I just wanted them to know the truth. They deserved to know the truth. Laura hasn't spoken to me since. And now the kids won't return my calls. I've tried reaching out, but they're not responding. I can't help but feel like I've lost them. And I'm angry, not at them, but at Laura. She chose to lie. She chose to paint me as the bad guy. And now, I'm left here, trying to put the pieces back together. I don't know what's going to happen next. I feel like I'm in this limbo, not knowing where I stand with the kids, not knowing if I'll ever get them back. But I also know I did the right thing by telling them the truth. If Laura wants to stay angry with me, that's her choice. But I can't live with the weight of a lie. I just hope one day Josh and Lily will understand why I did what I did. So, Reddit, I guess the question I have is this. Did I mess up by telling the kids the truth? Or did I do the right thing? I just feel like I'm losing everything, and it's killing me.